Warning, the following video will contain spoilers for the Flash episode Rogue Air. So, spoiler alert. If you don't want anything ruined for you, stop watching now. Alright, for everybody else here, hey guys, it's Dave. Please pardon me if I'm a little disheveled. Late night last night, plus I was on the local news. Nothing bad, just long story short, I found out from a side profile I have a turkey neck. Anyway, I got to watch Flash last night on demand since I was out for the evening. And I got to tell you, it was a freaking one heck of an episode, man. I mean, here we've got the pipeline starting to be activated again. Wells is making his move here. The guys start to find out that he's actually been hiding underneath the accelerator the entire time. And when it turns on, using the future tech that I thought also has something to do with my upcoming theory video about Eddie and Cobalt Blue, I'll get to that later. But anyway, he's turning it on, and within 36 hours, it's going to be fully active, and all the metahuman prisoners in the pipeline are going to be roasted. So, they're trying everything they can. Oliver is not able to get a hold of him to take him to Lanyu, but they managed to get someone from Argus to actually set things up to transport the metahuman prisons to, Oliver's, little Argus prison, the island he was on for 5 years. So, there's a lot of problems. No police escorts, no other legal stuff going on there. And it gets really bad looking at the darker side of how things are going, and Barry is feeling like, well, Ollie is able to do all this stuff and make things work for him, so he goes to Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold. Figured if anyone can help him to keep these metahumans in line while they get transported, it'll be him. After some back and forth to and fro, they finally come upon a price for Leonard's services, effectively wiping all fingerprints, digital, everything, pretty much turning him into a ghost for being able to track anything on him, his police record, everything. So the Flash ends up making a deal with the ice-cold devil, as it were. But he actually tries to show that he's a man of his word. He's trying to show that there's honor among thieves, although it's really iffy. I mean, Barry's even wearing his Flash mask in Star Labs with the others, and his sister Lisa's there, but he says he's a man of his word. He hasn't even told his own sister. So, this gives you a sign that maybe there's some common ground to build on these guys. So, I managed to transport. They head to Ferris Air, and they're waiting for Argus to pick them up. But the dampener that was in the truck ends up failing, and it looks like good old Captain Cold sabotaged it. Now, this is the sucky part. We do get to find out part of the reason what Harrison Wells was doing, or Reverse Flash was doing in the wheelchair all the time, was some kind of high-tech energy source that he was actually using to power himself up. This is why he's so much faster than Barry. At least that's what Cisco believes. And Cisco also finally, begrudgingly, comes up with a name for Golden Glider. I got the golden part, but glider? I mean, that doesn't really get explained. I mean, she's not skating. I mean, what's going on? How did they come up with glider? I don't know, but it happens. But regardless, the power source he managed to get out of Wells' chair, he uses to create this dampener field, but it gets sabotaged. Metahumans get out. There's a lot of things going on. Flash gets taken down. Blackout, well, he gets shot in the face by Captain Cold, but he's letting all the other ones go. He's like, why'd you shoot him? He owed me money. Okay, that makes sense. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I know that Snart's going to be playing a big part in the upcoming series Legends of Tomorrow, and I can see where he's going to come in, but God, I mean, how? I just don't like the idea of a play with these guys that you know for a fact are that dangerous, that are going to stab you in the back the soonest chance they get. He even gives a whole little speech about, yes, yes, I am a man of my word, but I'm also a thief, and I hurt people, I steal from them, I lie to get what I want. I saw an opportunity and I took it. If I were in that position, Snart would no longer be an issue. If I were in that world and had powers or a gun to his head, I may not be quite as nice. I wish to be. I'd like to be. But Snart, you're an ass. Hell, you're a Snart-ass. Let's just point it that way. All right. Okay. So this is going on, and Barry is reflecting on everything. I mean, Wells is firing up the pipeline. He finds out that Eddie's actually, been there. They managed to rescue him. Iris finds the ring that he was going to try to use to propose to her, and he's trying to get things back to normal. But he's feeling like, since he was shown the future, he's kind of screwed. He wants to try to do something where he can control here and now. And he feels like he doesn't have any control over what's going on with Iris, despite Iris wanting to marry. This also goes back to a bit what Joe said about why he didn't give her the blessing, because if he had sprang it on her, she would feel obligated to do, to marry him, but even if it was the wrong guy. And even Eddie's realizing that it's three people in this relationship, Eddie, Iris, and Barry, so she needs to work that out. So it's some interesting foreshadowing there, but I really see Eddie possibly feeling like he's going to lose everything because of the Flash and whatnot. So, I don't know. Well, Flash gets a little pep talk from Joe saying that lesser people, Oliver even, may not have tried to save the lives of these metahuman prisoners. Barry did try to care for these people where no one else would. And that's what makes him a hero. So please, no more dark side stuff. So, I can understand that. And here comes Wells trying to get in the pipeline to get his way home or whatever. And Barry shows up. And finally, we got Firestorm and Oliver showing up here. So, sporting a very, League of Assassins-esque look. Even a little bit of a cameo from Ray Palmer, thanks to one of the weapons Ollie uses to slow him down. The fight, maybe the last few minutes of the thing, but it was definitely an adrenaline-pumping fight. I mean, Speedster and other heroes getting in there, and Firestorm manages to get a few licks in too. So it was pretty darn well done. And finally, at the end, the Reverse Flash has been captured. Yes! This is awesome. For the penultimate episode of the season, it's pretty darn good. So I gotta give this a thumbs up. It was definitely exciting. You're not sure what was going to happen next. And after all of the losses that Barry and the team had this episode, or building up to the season, it was great to finally get a win and to have the actual Wells captured. So this is fantastic. It's going to be leading up to the new the season finale coming up next week, called Fast Enough. And hopefully I'll get to finally get around to doing my other theory video about the Thawne family line, even including what my theory is, that because of the Thawne family line, that may actually be what creates the negative speed force for Professor Zoom. But I'll get into that some other time. So, I know I'm a little tired and blurry-eyed, but what do you guys think of my thoughts here? Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what's going on down there, and talk to me later, alright? Okay, till then, guys, this is Dave. Take care. Peace. Yum yum.